This is Baseboard Inc. My name is Corey and I'm an addict. So today we're still talking about recovery, right? So we're gonna wing it this morning because there's a lot of stuff about recovery that people don't know about, like our trials and tribulations. We're going through a lot of stuff that no one knows about, only God, right? Because when you're high, you don't care about shit. Just your next hit. And people want to know, like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with me is I didn't give a fuck. I didn't care about hurting people. I didn't care about lying. I didn't scheming, conniving. I didn't care about nothing. I tried to impress my friends. I didn't impress my family because they don't fuck with me. But you gotta see the reality that when you sober up, your life is still gonna be there. And God willing, you don't die in the process of dying. Because it's a real thing. And it sucks to say that drugs destroy your life. It may be fun in the beginning, but at the end, you ain't gonna make it. You might make it, but really you might not. It depends what God got in store for you, you know what I mean? So put down the drugs, stay sober, stay clean, and man, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Yes, I am a Packers fan. You know what I mean? So good morning to all the Green Bay fans. You know what I mean? So man, the best thing I did was change my life for the better. You can change your life for the worse, but for the better. That's what recovery is all about. The NA program, that it really works because you can share your raw emotions with strangers. And waking up in the morning, deciding that you're gonna stay clean is the best decision you can make. And you know what? Like, man, I never thought, and my birthday is coming up, so it's been a long time since I've been out to celebrate my birthday. And being in NA is the best thing I could have did because now I can enjoy my birthday, I can enjoy my family members, I don't have to be high, and I can understand shit, and I can see shit for what it really is. Because if you're high, you're gonna fall for anything. And ain't no one gonna tell you the truth that you'll fall for anything. So we're just winging it, you know what I mean? Just going off raw emotions. The truth about drugs is they all fuck you up. They mess up your brain, they mess up your health. Ain't no doctor gonna sit here and tell you that they mess you up. Cause they trying to get rid of their drugs too, pharmaceuticals. They ain't gonna tell you that it shuts down your liver, that it fucks with your heart, that it messes with your lungs. My mom, they used an experimental drug on my mom and it killed her. But they didn't tell us that when they stuck that medicine in her body that it was gonna spread the cancer. So they used my mom as a lab rat. And that was fucked up because my mom could have still been here today. But they ain't no one gonna tell you the truth. Ain't nobody gonna tell you the truth about shit unless you go find it yourself. And you know what? It's fucked up because the truth is out there. You just gotta go get it. And the truth about drugs is they fuck you up. So stay off of them. Be the one in your family lineage, in your family tree to overcome drugs. It's not a cool thing no more. And these drugs today are fucked up. They cutting everything with fentanyl. They putting fentanyl in everything. It's not even safe to smoke weed. You'll fuck around and die. And you have no get back. You're up there talking to God about because you smoked some weed and it was laced with fentanyl. So be careful what you do these day and age because it's not the same as in the 80s or in the 90s. It's fucked up. And people won't tell you the truth. The truth is they don't want you to know the truth. Even the government, they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. As long as they brainwash you and tell you shit, you'll listen to it. So, being a recovery addict is a long journey. It's been that way for a long time. So, if you think you're just gonna recover overnight, you're not. It's not even possible. I was talking to a dude the other day because I go to NA meetings, and he said that you think you recover? If you recover, that means you don't gotta take meds. You go to NA meetings. You don't gotta do nothing but live your life if you recover. I'm not recovered yet, but I don't have the urges to go do drugs. By the grace of God, I don't have the urges to go do drugs. I can still function with my family. I can still function. I can do things that I probably thought I wouldn't be able to do, but I can still function. And being a functioning, recovering addict is a lot to me. It should mean a lot to you because your health, even though I got diabetes, I got medication for it. But if you had diabetes and you were on drugs, you wouldn't give a fuck about the diabetes. You wouldn't care if they're gonna cut off your arms or your legs or your toes or your fingers. Body parts be missing from that shit if you don't take care of it. But you're high, so you don't give a fuck. They can cut it off, but you still got one arm to go take a hit. And people ain't gonna tell you what the side effects are about drugs. There's all kinds of side effects. And man, I suffer from some of them side effects. I can't remember shit. I be talking to myself sometimes, but I be telling myself that I ain't gonna be going to get high today. I woke up this morning thanking God that I woke up. You don't care if you wake up when you're high. You don't care about eating. You don't care about sleeping. You just want to get high. And people ain't gonna tell you the truth. The truth is drugs fuck you up, and stay off of them. They're not cool no more. It may seem cool when you're taking a Percocet or a Molly or whatever, but when you go home by yourself, what do you feel like? What do you feel like? I feel like shit. Every time I was coming down, I felt like shit. Every time I didn't have drugs, I felt like shit. So my next mission was to go get high again. High, 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 high. That's all it consists of. Ain't nothing in this world. I lost shit. I lost my parents, I lost my family. I lost shit due to getting high and other actions that I did in my life. Ended up in prison. This shit ain't fun. I'm not built for that shit. I'm not built for being locked up and people telling me what to do. But you gotta go through it because that's the decision I chose in my life. And no one don't care. No one don't care that I'm sitting here talking to you about drugs. They don't even know I'm doing this shit unless they see it. I don't parade this shit. And you know what? Now that I am doing it, I feel good about it because I get to share my truth. Truth is, drugs fucked up my life. It was fun in the beginning when you were understanding how to get high. But now, that shit is trash. So do yourself a favor. Flush all your drugs. Don't go to the dope man no more. And turn your life around. Because if you don't, he gonna have all your money. He gonna spend your money on cars, clothes, jewelry. He gonna spend all your money that you worked hard for to get, or however you got the money for his family. And you're gonna be stuck in a motherfucking tent, or homeless, or talking to yourself, Carousel Park, the Wash. You're gonna be in all these places where you ain't got no business being because you wanna get high. But if you stop now, you won't have to worry about that shit. You won't have to worry about catching diabetes or STDs or whatever the case may be that you're doing that ain't healthy for your life. Stop doing drugs because that's gonna give you the courage to do shit you ain't got no business doing. And ain't no one gonna tell you the truth. The truth is it's gonna fuck you up. That's the truth. The hardcore truth is it's gonna fuck you up. And sometimes you might regret doing stupid shit. You see all these movies and these, how about when people were getting high, they robbed liquor stores, they robbed somebody, they shot somebody, they killed somebody on an accident. On a fucking accident because you were high. And now you might have to go do some time because you were high and you didn't give a fuck. But you gave a fuck when you sobered up. How'd you get in prison? How'd you get to jail? Your life hits you in the face when you sober up if you do some dumb shit. And ain't no one gonna tell you this. I'm here to tell you, if you do some dumb shit when you're high, you're gonna pay for it. And ain't no one gonna tell you that you might be in denial. You might be in denial like a motherfucker talking about it was someone else's fault. But no, really, it was your fault. It was your fucking fault that you did what you did. It was my fault, I did what I did. And I can't blame nobody. You can't even blame it on being high because you got choices you gotta make in life. That's life on life terms. Being high or being sober or being clean. You still gotta deal with life no matter what. Anywhere I go, I'm an addict. Anywhere I go. Any person I talk to, I'm an addict. And can't no one change that. The only thing I can do is stay clean and live my life the way I'm supposed to live my life. Can't no one tell you shit because you high. You ain't gonna listen. You're not gonna listen. And if you do listen, sometimes it's too late. You already did what you did. I already did what I did. So, put the drugs down. And have a good morning. Because you know what? You woke up today to make a decision to get high or to put that shit down and to change your life. I changed my life. I don't kick it with my homies no more. They don't want to kick it with me. That's cool. Do I miss some of my homies? Yeah, I see them every now and then. But it's my decision because I know what that leads to. And if you don't know what it leads to, then you're just blind and dumb. Someone's here to tell you what ain't no one gonna tell you. Stop fucking with drugs. Put that shit down. Make the dope man go out of business. If he ain't got no drugs, if you're not the one buying drugs from him, he can go out of business. But he's using your money to support his family. Think about it. All the people you done burned, all the people you did wrong to get that high, you're hooking the dope man up. And he don't give a fuck how you got the money. He ain't asking you no questions. He ain't questioning you. All he know that you got money for him. And he gonna take it happily. He ain't gonna turn you away unless you burned him. And then he's gonna come looking for you. So do yourself a favor instead. Stay off the drugs. Help somebody. A lot of people try to help me, but I didn't want the help at that time. Now I take the help. And can't no one tell you that they won't help you. You just gotta go ask. Go to AA. Go to NA. Go to CA. There's places that will help you where you don't have to be on the streets, where you don't have to be talking to yourself, where you don't have to be conniving and shady, trying to get money. You can save your money. But if you don't want to do that and you want to continue getting high, well, there's consequences. These consequences are big to small to large. And ain't no one gonna tell you shit. That's the whole thing about this. Ain't no one gonna tell you shit. They want you to figure it out. I had to figure it out. I had to figure out what I want to do in my life. Prison wasn't it. Running the streets wasn't it. 'Cause I was broke. I was bummy. I was dirty. Ain't brushed my teeth and I don't know when. Same ass socks on, same shoes, all dirty. Just running the streets, thinking I'm doing something with my life and I ain't doing shit. People talking shit, people doing shit. And I wasn't doing nothing but being bummy. I'm straight bum, scrub, whatever. But that's not the case anymore. I'm talking to you because someone needs to talk to you and tell you the truth about shit. This life is fucked up. This life is what you make it. I'm 43 years old. I've been through hell and back a couple times. Sometimes I didn't even think I was gonna make it. But God was there. He was there the whole time. He let me go through what I went through. Because he tried to send people in my life that I wouldn't listen to. And that's what he does for you. He sends people in your life to tell you shit, but you don't listen. Because you don't want to listen. You want to get high. Those people were trying to tell me to change my life, and I didn't want to fucking change my life. Got into some shit, been through some shit. And you know what? I wish I would have listened to them people back then. Because my life would have been different. And I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you if I would have listened to them people. But I didn't. So now I'm here talking to you, telling you the truth about drugs. It has more to do with drugs than just smoking weed. Because after you smoke weed, you're going to get tired of it. The gateway to bullshit. That's what they should really tell you in school. The DARE program. Remember that shit back in the 80s? The DARE program. This is your brain on drugs. It's really going to fry your fucking brain. It's really going to fry your brain. That's when you start talking to yourself, seeing shit, acting like people are coming to get you. All kinds of shit. That shit is really true. But they don't tell you the real truth about it when you're a little kid. They just say don't do drugs. But they give you examples, some examples. All my friends, I don't have no more friends. They're all dead and gone. Some of them are locked up. They don't tell you that it's gonna fuck your life up. They don't tell you that shit. They don't tell you, they don't scare the fuck out of you when you're a little kid about drugs. They just tell you not to do it. But they ain't gonna tell you that you're gonna be going to prison. They don't tell you that you're gonna be robbing people, you're gonna be lying to people, you're gonna be cheating people. They don't tell you that shit. They didn't tell me. All they said is don't do it. They don't tell you why not to do it though. They didn't tell me that I was gonna be conniving people. They didn't tell me shit. They didn't tell me I was gonna be in prison. They didn't tell me I could have died. They didn't tell me I was gonna lose my family, my friends. They didn't tell me none of that shit. They just said don't do it. That shouldn't have been enough, but it wasn't. Only thing they said is don't do it. They didn't tell me I was gonna do a couple prison terms, lose some friends, I was gonna go crazy. They didn't tell me none of that shit. They didn't tell me I was gonna be talking to myself, seeing shit, hearing shit that ain't there. They didn't tell me none of that shit. But I'm here to tell you that's what's gonna happen. Seeing shit, hearing shit, acting like you're the shit when really you're not, you're just a bum. That's what the fuck they should have said. They didn't say that. We live in a world that's crazy. And people don't care no more. You got all these people killing kids and shit. That shit's fucked up. That kid didn't do nothing to me. He was a kid. Some of them people were sober. Some of them people were clean. But they probably couldn't have life. That's life. Some of us ain't gonna make it. Because that's life. And if you're high, you ain't gonna make it. Take it from me. I'm 43 years old. I've been doing this shit for a long time. 43 years of my life I've been fucking up. But now that I'm not high, I got a chance to change a little bit of shit. Can't save the world, but I can change me. And you can change you too. Let's put the drugs down. It's not cool no more. It's not fun. But your culture. Some cultures smoke weed. Some cultures do meth. Some cultures slam heroin. Some cultures take Vicodins and pharmaceuticals and shit. None of that shit is good. Any culture. None of that shit is good. People die. You want to die? You want to die because you want to get high. Some people were high as kite and died. What do you think you gotta tell God when you're so high you're talking to God and he's telling you you're probably gonna go to hell? I'm not saying you are, but if you die in your sins, you're probably gonna go to hell, so you should just change your ways. So, this is Baseboard Inc. Subscribe, like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.